In today's video, we'll be watching Naughty Pandas, a cute cuddly cub that is ready to be a big guy and sneaks in the most random of places. But first, let's start with the touch of a gorilla. This guy went looking for gorillas, but little did he know that he would end up finding an entire family eager to socialize with him. Good thing this guy knows how to stay calm, because I'm not sure I'd be able to keep myself quiet after being surrounded by a family of one of the most aggressive animals ever known.
Oh, no way, John. No way.
Surprisingly, the animals that seem the calmest are sometimes the bravest. Kinda like this moose. It looks like nothing's ever gonna stop him, not even a massive train. The train is coming at full speed, but the moose stays on the tracks as if it were challenging the train driver. In the end, the moose got bored and left, and I'm just glad the driver was patient enough to wait for the moose to give up. You may think pandas are cute, and heck, you'd be right. They are. But sometimes they're also naughty. Just watch this video and witness how they do the impossible to keep their caretaker out of their enclosure. And when she finally goes in, they just start playing with their broom, the trash basket, and everything around them as if to say they're in control. But just how can you get mad at them? You're so cute when they misbehave. Who's ready for a kayak ride? Well, this seal is. If you're gonna be using your kayak near her home, you might as well give her a ride. Fair thing to do, and she knows it. I guess this squid wants a ride too. Well, at least that's what it looked like for the people behind this video, who witnessed a giant squid getting attached to a paddleboard. Sure, it is pretty cool, but I bet they were pretty scared when they saw the squid getting attached. Not exactly a normal occurrence there. We have these guys who also want to go for a ride. They're chasing a motorcycle driver, but the driver doesn't seem like he wants to stop, and I can only imagine why. Come on, man, they just want to go for a ride with you. Yeah, nobody in their right mind would ever stop for these animals. In their right mind.
Some people think I'm crazy. Some people think I'm testing my fate.
Now that I think about it though, I guess some people actually do know how to get along with big cats. I mean, just watch this guy. He cuddles with lions. Unbelievable. Perhaps you can tell the guys in the previous video how to get along with tigers. Or, possibly stay away from them. Sometimes we go into the wild to encounter Mother Nature, but sometimes nature comes to us. And when it does, it's to teach us important lessons, such as the case of this alligator that was seen crossing the street by using the crosswalk. Unlike some pedestrians that I've seen out there, this alligator actually follows the rules. So I hope you all learned something from this guy. When a wildfire threatens the place you call home, you gotta run for your life. This anteater knows that. He had to escape his home after a fire threatened his Brazilian home. Some firefighters were trying to rescue him, but he kept running away. He probably thought they were trying to hurt him, but finally the anteater did give up. He raised his hands and pretty much said, "I'm done. Do what you have to do." Lucky for him, though, the people chasing him had good intentions.
Dad is coming!
On the other hand, some animals don't want you near them, and if you know anything about kangaroos, then you probably know that they can do this. Yes, they punch people, and they're also strong, so don't mess with them. No, I repeat, don't mess with kangaroos, even when they come to your house looking for shelter, like the one in this other video. He's desperate to go inside this house, but not today, Mr. Kangaroo. We've seen what you all do to humans, so I guess you're gonna have to stay out for the night. Eventually, you'll find some animals that are easy to get along with, much like this raccoon. Just make sure he doesn't run out of grapes, otherwise he's gonna be really upset. Some animal encounters happen without people even realizing how close they are to the animals in this video. We see some swimmers enjoying a day out at the beach without realizing that some tiger sharks also went out for a swim. A good thing nobody got harmed, really. Moving on to more animal encounters, we found a baby bison causing traffic in Yellowstone Park. I find this one ironic, considering that a lot of people like to go to these places with the hopes of escaping traffic. But when a baby bison is crossing the street, you just gotta sit there and wait. Sitting and waiting in a place full of wild animals can bring a lot of surprises. Kinda like the tourist in this video who was visited by a leopard. Don't worry though, the leopard was just intrigued by the person's shoes. The animal was either not hungry or simply not interested in the human. He just wanted to play with his shoes.
Give it if we had it.
Hey, back. Stay. That's it.
To find more animals, you probably have to go off the beaten path. But if you do, you better be ready to run in case you find a bear like this one. Sure, telling your family about this encounter will be fun, but only if you manage to escape.
No! Go away!
If the bear didn't scare ya, maybe this cougar will. This cougar looks like the kind of animal that needs to be left alone. It's obvious that animals are as scared of us as we are of them, but you never know who will give up first. Luckily this time, the cougar was the first one to run away, but only after standing its ground for around 5 minutes. Not all animal encounters have to be scary. Sometimes you can experience some actions without risking your life, like the people behind this video who got to witness a wolf chasing a deer. It's way better than watching a movie, but honestly I hope the deer did make it out alive.
Just keep pressure, keep pressure.
Fishing is probably one of the best ways to spend some time surrounded by nature. And when you do that, you expect to get fish, right? Well, when you live in Australia, you shouldn't be surprised if you find a creature other than a fish biting on your fishing pole. In this video, the man caught a fish, but right behind that fish there was also a hungry croc who was not letting go of it. I guess there's not much you can do in that situation. You gotta let go of the fish or face the croc. As an animal's sense of humor can surprise us at any moment, even when we spend a lot of time with them. In this video, we have a tour guide being surprised by an elephant who took the man's hat off and put it on its head. Honestly, I'd say it looks better on the elephant, but in the end the elephant gave the hat back to its owner. After all, the elephant isn't a thief.
I think they're following us. There's a god.
Not all animals are eager to play. I guess some of them will always be aggressive, like these rhinos. These two decide to chase this car to remind us that rhinos are not animals to be messed with. It said that the people in the car were on their honeymoon, and I'm sure this is not the kind of experience they thought they'd have. Good thing their car is faster than the animals, though. At such a small age, he's already proving that he's wild and aggressive. But come on, he's also so cute. By looking at the man's reaction, I can tell the bear bites don't hurt, but I'm sure he'd react differently if he was a little bit bigger. You know who else is fearless and small? This possum. While some guy and his dog were walking down the street, the possum came to find them, looking for some trouble. But they're not the only ones who have run into this type of animal. These cats were also visited by a possum, but as opposed to the dog, these cats don't seem to care. Maybe they're already friends with the possum? Or they know better than wasting their time on such an insignificant animal. Now, this encounter might look weird to some of you, but it actually did happen. Some horses came across an unlucky alligator, and there were some people around who were able to document this unique moment for us. As soon as the alligator arrives, we can tell that one of the horses is not happy about its visit. That's why it starts kicking the invader. The alligator did try to bite, but that bite wasn't as strong as the horse's kick. Eventually, the alligator did go away and hopefully never came back to a place where it's not welcomed. Some people get chased by tigers and bears and lions, oh my, and others have to run away from killer whales, oh god. Such is the case of this group of tourists in New Zealand who were enjoying a nice day out until they were told to get out of the water as a killer whale was approaching. Yeah, you probably don't want to hear that Shamu was coming for you. Now it's time for the day's best pick. What in the world is this? A snake drinking from a glass of water? Can these animals be that friendly? Well, yeah, actually.